At Gemini 2, we offer insightful astro-psychology reports, human design reports, and astrology reports, all designed to enhance your understanding of yourself and your cosmic influences. Each comprehensive report is delivered in a user-friendly PDF format for just $15 or choose all 3 reports for just $40.
Soul Chart Report. Leanne. June 7, 1977. 1:19 p.m. Moline, Illinois, United States. Sun in Gemini. The Gemini individual is one who, in a past incarnation, developed the intellectual and rational faculties to a marked degree through effort and perseverance, and who used the acquired talents in the service of his brothers. The result of this effort and service is a gift, in this case a deep tap into the source of intellectual or mind energy at a very high level. This mind energy becomes available to the soul, and thus can be manifested in the personality, filters permitting. But along with the gift comes a responsibility. In the case of Gemini, it is to learn to manifest the mind energy in a way which does not allow the energy to become dissipated and scattered, and which is not turned against others in the form of verbal attacks. Many Gemini individuals remain to some extent childlike in terms of the mind energies which they possess. It is commonly observed that children, regardless of sun sign, tend to be scattered in their activities, with short attention spans and a difficulty in applying themselves to any long-term task with perseverance. This is due to the inability to get into phase with the higher mind impulses. It is also observed that children, particularly when having to live with siblings, develop habits of verbal abuse against each other, often as an alternative form of conflict because the parents inhibit them from actual physical combat. In other sun signs where the mind energies are not so strongly present, a point is usually reached where these tendencies are overcome. But in the Gemini, there is so much mental energy that it is much harder, even in maturity, to conquer these negative expressions of the Gemini pattern. Those who fail are found to be either verbally abusive or scattered in their energies, or both. On the plus side, the Gemini individual is usually talented, versatile, and has good communication skills. Also, the logical side of the nature tends to be emphasized over the emotional. The aspect configuration between your Neptune and Sun shows that you are sensitive to the inner voice. The ability to tap into the subconscious levels of your being was developed in previous lifetimes. In this lifetime, you can use that source of wisdom for your own and other people's benefit. Moon in Pisces. With the Moon in Pisces, it is inevitable that something about the early home was characterized by the key words: over-emotional, escapist, feeling-oriented, illusory. Regardless of exactly how the early home reflected these qualities, it is certain that you would have been deeply affected by the experience. There will be a tendency to expect the later adult home to reflect the prominent characteristics of the earlier one. This expectation is almost always unconscious, and therefore it is likely that if problems do arise due to these expectations, the person with this placement will have difficulty in perceiving that they might be at fault. On the positive side, the Moon in Pisces individual is capable of deep compassion and sensitivity towards others. It is the natural mystic of the zodiac, capable of inspirational work. The aspect configuration between your Uranus and the Moon shows versatility and originality with many abilities. You have an alert and intuitive mind, which can be used to help humanity. Mercury in Taurus. Your configuration for Mercury shows a love of beauty, especially the mental arts of music, literature, etc., and an ability to verbally express affection in a touching manner. Venus in Taurus. Venus here lends to the love nature all that can be desired in the way of constancy, depth of feeling, and genuineness of affection. It shows the capacity for deep love and affection. Although sometimes the love facet can be emphasized to such an extent that other facets of life are neglected.